Hello, Gemini. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Morgan Greer Tarot. Supportive Oracle cards. Queen of the Moon Oracle by Stacy DeMarco. Okay. Okay. Maybe we have some fun energy coming in here? What's going on? Okay. Okay. Now, okay, I'm gonna put down a couple more cards, but I'm already getting like a Capricorn feel with this. This is a reading for Gemini, but you may be dealing with a Capricorn or somebody that has those tendencies. I am getting like that. I feel like there's another person you're dealing with, and you're kind of exiting from that situation. This is at the top. This is literally at the top. I feel like it's talking about a person. Now, it's very strange, because I know it's the Devil card, and I feel like you may disagree with me on this. This is somebody who just does not match your energy. Capricorn and Gemini, that's a hard combination. Capricorn is like, we stick to the rules, we get this done, we keep going, and they get annoyed if you don't follow them. Like, if you have your own plan and you set it and stick to it, that's one thing. But they expect a plan, and they need that plan needs to be adhered to. Gemini likes to be a little bit more fluid, change with the times, kind of move things around. What happens today is what happens today. What happens tomorrow depends on what happens tomorrow. That seems to be more Gemini's energy. So I know it's the Devil card. For a lot of you, though, I don't think it's a bad person. I just feel like your energy is in direct contrast with theirs. It does not match at all. It does not match at all. Let's keep that in mind going forward, because I feel like this person is difficult for you to deal with. Again, I don't think it's a bad person. I know that's strange because it's the Devil card. So, again, you may not agree with me. You may be like, no, they're a dork. But you may not agree. I understand that. I don't think they're a bad person. I think literally the way they handle things is just very hard for you, very difficult. It's kind of like they're very restrictive for you. And you don't like it. A lot of times I feel like up to this point at least, you've tried to avoid them a lot. And it's kind of been to the point where, like, I've avoided them so much that I think I've screwed myself out of things. And I think that's why you're coming up to this next situation, because I think this is going to end. Because I constantly see you, like, walking away in the past. Walking away currently, like, I want out of this. I feel like you've walked away so much, you're like, I just feel like this isn't worth it for me. I don't care what's here. I don't care how nice this place is or whatever it is, like this work situation, this house, like how good this relationship looks on the outside. I don't like it. I'm not happy. I want out. It's not good enough. I just feel like this is not for me. You got the Eight of Cups. You're walking away from this connection. So if it's a job or a person, I'm getting like literally like I'm disconnecting. So if it's a job situation, you may be changing your position in a company so that you don't have to deal with that person anymore. If it's relationship, I feel like the relationship, like you're done. I feel like you're done. And you're working towards literally ending it and moving on. Kind of like, I don't want this to be a big problem. I don't want this to be a big issue. I just want it to be done. I don't want to deal with this person anymore. So whatever I need to do to make that happen, and you're trying to work forward, I feel like when you actually come forward to this person, if you need to, and explain to them, like, listen, I'm done. This is very peculiar to me, but they've got the Ten of Cups. They're right on board with it. I don't know how the raw energy, they're just like the raw basic is probably better. They're in agreement. That's just the baseline. You know what I mean? Just kind of like, we're going to have chicken for dinner. Like, yes, chicken is what we're going to have. Now what you're going to do with the chicken is a whole other thing. Because I'm feeling this Ten of Cups, like they want this to end. It's like a big burden lifted off their shoulders. Like they want you gone too. They don't want to work with you, deal with you, anything. They don't want to be around you any more than you want to be around them. So I don't think that should be insulting. Hopefully it's not. Because you both feel the same way. Like, I don't want to deal with you. I don't want to look at you. You feel that way about them. They feel that way about you. So they're ready to work with you on this. Within reason, I feel like you can make this work out. Judgment can go in your favor, realizing that information. Just try to, like, whatever you have to do. For example, if it's a breakup and you got to, like, divvy out resources or assets or whatever, just try to be as fair and on point as possible. That shouldn't be a problem. Same thing with the work. Like, you say you're going to go to a different location, you want to go to a different part in the same company, you want to find a whole new job. They'll help you with that. They'll give you even a good reference, because to them it's like, well, that'll help to get you out of here. If I don't give you a good reference, you may end up staying here. I will give you a good reference. I will do what I need to do. Like, they will help you. It's weird. Don't get caught up in your own head over this, because I feel like it could feel insulting to you at one point, kind of like, I'm not the problem, you're the problem type attitude. Careful, just don't fall into it. The energy just doesn't match. Just keep that in the back of your head. The energy just doesn't match. Let this work to your advantage, because I feel like the way it's coming across, the conversations might be a little bit biting. Like, they might be agreeing with you, but they might be throwing a couple jabs in every now and then too. Just water off a duck's back if you can. Let it go. Just ignore it. Let this work for you, not against you. If they want to say a couple things, just let it slide, because things will go in your favor. If you just, I know that sounds rotten. I don't know what to say, but if you just let it kind of like wash off your back and just don't play into it, the situation as a whole goes more your way. It's a lot easier. It's a lot smoother. It's not fair. I just said this in another reading today. I don't remember which one. Paul McKenna, I can mend your broken heart, not just for romantic relationships, for a few different type of relationships, work relationships, friend relationships. If you use that book, if this is hard for you to walk away from and it sticks with you, there's exercises I was personally shocked that will help you disconnect from that energy so it doesn't hold you down. Do what you think is right. It's just information to throw out there if you like it, or if you want to check it out. Going forward, you got a lot better things coming for you. It is just making the best decisions to make the next thing come in. For some reason, when you move on from this last situation, I do feel like a little bit of like excitement, but I'm also getting like it's 6 to 1, half a dozen to the other. It's kind of like I feel like I lost out. I feel like I lost something when I left this last situation, but I'm also very hopeful and very optimistic about the next situation. When you go in with the night energy, that's like excited about a new venture, but it's not an established venture. You know what I mean? You got to go into something new. You got to start reestablishing yourself. You got to get used to it again. Sometimes the beginning is a lot of excitement and it's a lot of fun. But for example, if you were married for 20 years and at 50 you're going out and starting to date again, you're kind of like, I don't know if it's as exciting as it was when I was younger. It's kind of like, I don't know. I'm kind of like, I'm not into the whole dating thing. I don't think that's as exciting as I used to. I'm kind of like, I just want to find a good one to stick with and hang out with. Like, I'm not really into the testing all the flavors situation anymore. So that might be the difference here. So it may not be as fun as it used to be, but it's not bad. It's definitely not bad. I'm getting just surrender to the experience and go forward. Completely let go of the past. I don't see the past being a problem. Whatever you're walking away from, I'm seeing the protection here for you. Let it go. Surrender to whatever it was. I don't see anything really bad like trailing behind you here from the past. They're saying try to find a way to release it. Like literally, that says release on it, right? Yep, release. The Paul McKenna book is the best thing I can think of. Distracting yourself with some of the things, centering on the future, going towards the future. I do feel like I'm bothered by the past a little bit. Something about the way it ended, it seems like it's not sitting with me right. It's almost like I feel like whatever I walked away from is trying to make out like I was the missing piece, or not the missing piece. I was the ill-fitting piece. I was the wrong connection, or like as if I was the one that was wrong. I think that's what it is, because I'm struggling to get there, and I don't like how it feels, because I feel like they're saying, or whoever it was saying that I was the one that was wrong, and it's not right. It's not right, and it's kind of like it's bothering me. The thing is, it doesn't matter. I know that sounds strange, but like that situation stays with that situation. That person has, like, similar people gravitate around that person. So those similar people may also look at you like you were the wrong fit, or like you weren't right, you were the wrong one, maybe you were the wrong one. But they're all the same energy. When you connect to other people who are more your energy, more your like mind, it makes more sense. You're not wrong. I don't feel like you were ever wrong. I just feel like whatever that situation was, whoever that person was, they had a completely different way of doing things. A completely different way. And it was just in direct contrast. Disconnecting from that and not letting it hold you down and not feeling like, not letting it make you feel bad, because you weren't wrong. I don't know how else to say this. I think that's really concerning me. Like, the past, you weren't wrong, you just didn't, that wasn't a match. You didn't match that situation. You're very intellectual, you can see a lot of angles. That's a very gifted thing, it's a very beautiful thing. But when you're going into a situation where they just want rigid, they want it structured, they're like, plan, stick to the plan, stick to the plan, stick to the plan. That doesn't usually work for Gemini, because Gemini is like, let's look at other possibilities, let's see other ways around things. Let's not just pass on opportunities because it's not a part of the plan. You know what I mean? Gemini wouldn't do that. Gemini's like, we see other possibilities here. I'm not a Gemini, but still. See other possibilities here. Let's look at that. Let's think about that. Let's not just let them pass us by. And if you're more in Earth energy, Earth is like, no, we're sticking, we're staying. That's off the path. No, leave that there. That's not for us. We're sticking. You just don't match that mode. So don't let that hold you down. That situation, you just didn't match it. There's nothing wrong with you. Nothing. Ironically, there's nothing wrong with them either, in the sense of like the way their energy goes forward. Making somebody else feel bad that they don't match that energy, that's a whole other thing. I don't know how that went. That's subjective. But don't feel bad because you didn't match that energy. That's all we're saying. Just don't feel bad because you didn't. Go into this new situation. Something much better is out there for you. The past is not going to hold you down. Let the past go. Walk away from it. And when you're going into something new, pay attention to what you match and go towards something that you match so you can be happier. I feel like you'll figure that out on your own, so I don't know what else to say about that. All right. I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.